they're going to flag this video for hate speech, but whatever. This ain't hate speech. Why do hateful people got to flag videos for hate speech? And you being hateful, is that being contradictory? Is that hypocrisy right there? I'm just saying. I got a guest on here right here. She's gonna let loose. She's gonna let loose tonight, and I'm gonna let her have her way. She's gonna have her way on here. She's gonna go ahead and roll with it. What's up, Angie? Roll with it. So everybody that chill, get you some popcorn. We got my friend from Los Angeles, California, that's out there putting in work. That's putting in work. And this voice needs to be heard. She is the voice. She's the voice of today, the voice of tomorrow, the voice of our future. And we need to listen. We need to listen to some truth going on over here. I am just saying. So let's go ahead and just relax, everybody. Relax. So give me a few minutes, and it's going to be on and popping. It's on and popping. We got to do this. We got this. Okay, let me go ahead and get my guest on here. Get my guest on here, right? And she's gonna let loose. If you ain't got, kindly get off our feed. Kindly get off of here. Because we all have opinions over here, right? So we're gonna call her, look, Kaila Truth. Gonna let loose tonight. What's going on, Diane? How you doing? I'm momentarily waiting for my guest. Yes, sirree. How you doing, Betty? Eileen? Okay, here she go. Is that Kaila? Hey.
Hey. Kaila Truth in the house.
In the house.
California, Los Angeles. In the house.
In the house. Oh, it's a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot you got to talk about that was good. That's going on in the Golden States, down in Cali, LA, and you know. Ooh, you right there. You putting in footwork. I see. Yeah, you putting in work out there. You out in the streets, and they shadow ban you from the news. I see it.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on out here in California. I've been, advocating for and fighting for. We're in the state of emergency out here in California just as well as in Chicago. Yeah. But yes, we're basically being forced out in our own home country due to illegal immigrants. I just did a video the other day in regards to me living by illegal immigrants in an apartment complex for 2 years. And they harassed me and my son, and then harassed every other American that was in there. There's only a few of us, and evicted, the Americans out. But before they could evict me, I got out of there. They tried to do that twice before, but it didn't work out well for them because I know the law. Yes. But they basically have, like you said, they have taken over the entire California area and pushed the American people out onto the street. Because, I make videos all the time showing Skid Row and how all the Black Americans, and now it's white Americans that are out on the street. And these international developers and property owners and landlords are all working together to house illegal immigrants and pushing out the American people on the street. But if you talk to any conservative or anyone like that, they says, oh, they want to be in that situation. They like living out on the street. They're criminals, they're drug addicts, they're mentally ill. And, and I'm like, no, they are not. There's a method to the madness. And the madness is that illegal immigrants have come over to the United States. And that's in this, I'm going to say illegal immigrants. It's not only Hispanics. because my son worked with the gentleman. I don't know if he was from Czechoslovakia or somewhere, and he was also illegal. And then the property owner where I was at, he was from Germany, who was also illegal. So it's just not Hispanics floating around here in the United States that are illegal. There's several country citizens from other parts, you know, of the world. I'm sorry, y'all. My people posting on my page that are floating around here, you know, illegally. And, you know, pushing us out on the street. And then they're charging astronomical prices for a 1-bedroom. You probably get maybe 300 square feet, and you're paying about $1,500 to $2,000 a month for 300 square feet. That's a cracker box. Okay, so this type of stuff, and these conservatives out here in California, they will not help the Black people. They will not help us, period.
What you just said, repeat that.
Conservatives will not help the Black Americans out here. I have reached out to them. I was Trump's African American coalition leader for Los Angeles County. I asked to get help then. They didn't help me then. But they wanted me to go out there and speak and, you know, be that Black face, which I was basically predominantly the only one out there, you know, in the forefront, joined the Trump campaign, because I knew back in 2014, after dealing with the Obama administration, that we needed to get a strong cookie in that White House, and that was Donald Trump, because, you know, he don't take no mess, and he's for, and he wants to save our country. So I knew that way back in 2014. That's why I was his African American coalition leader. And then after that, they asked me to run for Maxine Waters' seat. Because you know I'm very vocal, as everybody can see. Okay, I'm like Donald Trump. I'm not to be played with either, because I speak the truth. Okay, people need to hear the truth instead of lies. And anyway, so you know, they wanted me to run, but I didn't get any support. I didn't get any support. But you have Latinos like Harim Uzol. You know, he wasn't even present during the Trump campaign, but he comes out after, and they give him $10,000 just to be out there speaking. But as a Black woman, Black American woman, myself, a couple others, Shirley Hussar, Chanel Temple, we've been out there vocally, and we can't get any support from any of these conservatives out here. And then also people know my passion about the homeless situation down on Skid Row, because Black Americans are living with rats and roaches, you know, and it's unsafe conditions. They're getting murdered, they're getting raped, they're getting molested. And these are women, children, and then some of them, you know, they have jobs, you know, and no one is helping these people. And we got all these people talking about, these women talking about me too, me too, me too. What about all the homeless women out here that need help? Their children. That's a bunch of BS. Okay, that me too, me too, me too. We have women that are homeless and have nowhere to go, and they have children. And then the kicker is they're taking the children away from these women, stating that they are unfit mothers because they're homeless and they can't find nowhere to live. Okay, and then if you have a Section 8 voucher, no property, they will not rent. If they know you're homeless, they will not rent to you. If they know you have a Section 8 voucher, they will not rent to you, but they will be quick to rent to a Hispanic or somebody from another country. But as a Black American, or if you're a white American and you're homeless, you ain't gonna get no place to live. Not out here in California. You can cancel Christmas. You know, it was by the grace of God that I got a place. I did a lot of praying. And I got into a place. But this is the type of hypocritical stuff that is going on out here in California. And then also I want to mention where there's a report, well, it happened. It was in Boyle Heights, in a community. It was a Black community where it was a gang hit by the MS-13s to go into Black community and bomb them out of their Black community. So this is a type of harassment and taunting that we are going through here in Los Angeles, California. And I have been trying to reach out to whoever I can to get help, you know, for our fellow Americans, because I don't care if you're red, brown, green, or purple. If you're American, you're American.
Right.
And you're supposed to help your Americans. You're supposed to love thy neighbor. You're supposed to help thy neighbor. And I don't see this coming from any conservative out here. Only thing they do is want to talk about you and downgrade you and divide us. They rather help their people and then blame everything on the blacks. Oh, it's y'all's fault. It's y'all's fault. Y'all are on that condition. No, it's not. It's systematic. Okay, this is the systematic. What they're trying to do is implement the New World Order and the globalists.
Yeah.
This is what they have been trying to do since I found it back in 2014 after I researched the top 10 pharmaceutical corporations in the United States. And I found that they were all internationally owned. And they were supplying drugs, you know, tainted drugs to the American people that we rely on. And I found that they were doing that via eugenics theory aspect of when you come into a country, you buy up all that country's resources. And how do you hinder the people? What do people need? People need food and they need medications. That's the two most important things people need to survive. And housing, okay? Housing, food, and medication. So they infiltrated those three areas. Once they infiltrated those three areas, they started taking down the American people via that way. And then they started infiltrating into our federal government agencies, state agencies, our city agencies, and into our school systems. They started recruiting our children, brainwashing our children, taking out the American history, the Black American history, taking out civics into, you know, our educational programs. So this is the things that I found back in 2014, which I did send my research to Obama back in 2014. So I was well aware of all of this. That's why I was Trump's African American coalition leader, because I knew we needed to get him in office. Okay, but these other conservatives that say, oh, we care about the Black people. Oh, we care. I haven't seen nothing from these people in California. Nothing. All they do is talk. And then when they get intimidated by you, they don't want to talk about you then. Okay. Yeah. So this is the kind of stuff that, you know, I've been dealing with. And, you know, I'm like, I'm over it. I am just over it, Mo. And you
gotta be over it.
Here to speak.
What you say now? Be over it. You got to be over it, you know. Because you know what, we cannot give these haters a platform anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because when we go back, let's just do our part, because it's going to blow up in the haters' face any damn way.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Well, let me tell you something. If the American people do not get their acts together and stop this division between blacks and whites, we are not going to have a country. I told y'all, I've noticed this back in 2014. Other people have been seeing it since 2005. And matter of fact, when I contacted a lot of these federal agencies during the Obama administration, like the National Homeless Coalition, they told me, oh, the homelessness has been a problem in the United States for the past 30 years. And I'm like, well, how come y'all haven't done nothing in the past 30 years? Okay, y'all just let this stuff happen. And then they told me that during the Obama administration that they had limited government. Okay, limited resources and limited people working in these federal agencies and stuff, that they really couldn't do nothing. So I'm like, okay, well, you guys are supposed to be protecting us. We're just going to die out here if we're sitting up here depending on y'all. And then a lot of those federal agency employees told me when I was calling them during the Obama administration, they were telling me, ma'am, please don't give up. We need more people like you. I was like, oh my God. No, they didn't. No, they didn't just tell me that. I'm like, we supposed to be dependent on y'all. And y'all telling me, ma'am, don't give up. We need more people like you. I said, oh, we all gonna die. We all gonna die. And you know,
you're so true.
So yeah, I'm telling the truth. People may not want to hear this, but it is the truth. But at this point, I'm telling the American people, y'all better get up off y'all's butts. Y'all better get it right, because America is being taken over right now. I know a lot of foreign people too. Okay. I know a lot of foreign people that tell me, oh yes, our people are here to do America harm. They tell me that. They've told me that. I met people from Iran, Iraq. They told me that. Male, female, they told me that. And I'm like, oh my God. And then even Germany, because I was a victim of the Marina IUD. Okay, 17 hospitals and 8 surgeries. That's why I researched the top 10 pharmaceutical corporations, because I want to know what, when, how, and where did this to me. Okay, and then once I start researching and putting out my information via my blog and social media, these other like agencies and media and other women were contacting me from Germany. Like, yes, you're right. You are right. They are trying to kill off Americans. And then, and I reported it to the federal government during the Obama administration. And then Obama allowed Bayer Pharmaceuticals to revise the U.S. chemical bill, which hadn't been looked at since 1946 and 1976. And I'm thinking, why would you let an international country like Germany revise the United States chemical bill? Well, guess why? Because Germany built a new chemical company just to supply the American people with drugs. Okay, people forget about World War I and World War II. They forget about the Nuremberg trials, where United States went over to Germany, we bombed them, and then turned around and put them through a military trial and then put them in jail. Okay, so this is payback. People don't understand. These countries are coming back and will have come into the United States for payback. And people aren't comprehending that. And the American people that can't comprehend what is going on, we're going to lose this country. The illegal immigrants are currently now trying to take away the 14th Amendment and the 1865 Civil Rights Act for the descendants of chattel slaves implemented by Abraham Lincoln from the Black Americans. Illegal immigrants, they weren't even in this country back in 1865 and after the Civil War. So how can the ACLU and any judge deem this as credible when they weren't even in this country? They can't use the Civil Rights Act. That's for descendants of chattel slaves, and that's what the Black Americans are. We are Black Americans. We did not come from Haiti. We didn't come from the Caribbean. We didn't come from Jamaica. We didn't come from nowhere. Them are migrants, okay? We are Black Americans. We are American citizens just as well as all white American citizens. We are American citizens, and people need to start acknowledging that, and we need to start coming together as Americans before we lose this country. There was Alex Jones was just on yesterday. I was watching a little bit of his video. He stated the same thing. If we don't get our act together and come together as Americans, we aren't going to have a country, because this bashing each other back and forth, harassing each other, not supporting one another, we are going to lose this country, period. We're not going to have any country. And where else we going to go? What other country can we go to besides United States? We are Americans, okay? Those other people that migrated here, they can go back to their country. We don't have no country to go back to, because this is our only country that we have to be in, okay? The Hispanics can go back, the Caribbeans, they can go back to Dominican, they can go back wherever, Haiti, they can go back, okay? We don't have a country to go back to.
Yeah, we don't got a country. This is our home right here. You can't kick us out of our own home, because we here, we got no other place to go but here. No other way.
Right. Yeah, right. This is the only country we have. So we have to protect this country. And they have infiltrated our entire country. I found it back in 2014. And you guys, they control the media. When I say they bought up economical resources, look up the word economical. Okay, comprehend it. They bought up our land, our housing, our jobs, our food industry, because Monsanto, guess who owns Monsanto? Guess who Monsanto partnered with? Bayer of Germany, okay? Oh, yes, they did. So Monsanto, and I told them, don't let Monsanto partner with Bayer. Guess what happened? Monsanto partnered with Bayer. So guess what? Germany is in control of the U.S. agricultural and pharmaceutical industry. And if you speak out, they will kill you. Okay, why you think these holistic doctors is dying? Okay, why you think they dying? Because it's German owned. You're messing with their money. They done made billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars off the American people, supplying us with drugs. Then they wonder why all these kids, our young adults, are on opiates and all these drug overdoses. Okay, and all these side effects. Okay, I'm a cancer and a disease survivor, and I told Germany, I wrote Germany a letter. Okay, I translated in German. I said, honey, it might not be today and it might not be tomorrow, but I am going to work with my federal government, and I am going to expose y'all, because y'all not going to be doing this in our country. No, no, no. Yes. And it happened. So, like I said, their people agreed with me. In Germany, some of them did, you know. So this is what we have going on in the United States. And this is some serious business. This is very, very serious. And I don't know how to emphasize it enough for the American people to comprehend. If we don't get our act together and come together, and you know, as American citizens, we're not going to have a country, okay? Because their tactics is to divide us. As we argue and fight with one another, they're taking over our country.
You already don't have a state. You already don't have California. The Mexico took over California. That's New Mexico right there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all already don't have a state. Look, imagine y'all don't have a state. Illinois don't have a state. Chicago don't have a city. Sanctuaries have took. I'm telling you, those are sanctuary cities and sanctuary state. But imagine if we don't have a country. That's the beginning. New York,
right? Exactly. New Jersey, Michigan. Okay, you seen that video of that Muslim guy in Minnesota? Okay, he won some kind of seat in Minnesota. I posted a video about a week ago. He's speaking in a whole nother language. How are these people able to get these seats, and they're not even American citizens, and they ain't even respecting our language is English? I don't care what they say. This is English. You have your language in your country, okay? America was built on the foundation of English, okay? That's what we speak here, English, okay? So they're not even respecting that aspect. So this is what we got going on. And these American people have no idea how much in trouble that we are, and their children. God help your children, okay? My kids is older, but you know, that's a whole nother story with these young adults. But the babies, that's why we have this pedophilia and stuff going on, okay? And then also, I dug into a little bit of the pharmaceutical industry, and what they're doing is through the drugs, they are making some of these men gay and these children gay through the drugs. They're giving them, like, women, they because you know, I asked a couple of people, they give them like gay women tendencies, okay, through the pharmaceutical industry. So this is what they're doing. They're tainting the drugs, they're tainting the food, and that's why we have, you know, a lot of, you know, the men that are turning gay. You know, and we need our real men like we used to have, you know, the real strong men. We need the real strong Black American women to start stepping up, and white strong men. Because I know some strong white boys, them good old white boys, you don't mess with them, okay? Because they strong and they don't play, okay? And I know some strong white girls too, okay? You don't want to mess with them either, okay? Because they strong.
Okay.
And yes. So we need to come together in unity, Black and white. And if you're, you know, if you are a migrant and you consider yourself a American citizen, you know, and you have assimilated to American ways in our culture, okay, you're an American. But a lot of these migrants have not assimilated to the American culture. They say, oh, we're American. No, you're not. No, you're not. Quit saying that you're American, because you're not. You are still, I'm going to give you, for instance, a for instance.
Okay.
I dated a gentleman from Trinidad for about 3 years. And his parents raised him on Trinidadian values, but he was born in the United States. And I'm like, well, how would and then, you know, he got a lot of the American culture and our values through me and my father, because it was like, why would your parents raise you on Trinidadian values and you're you were born in America. You're not in Trinidad. If
Right.
they want to marry, raise you on Trinidad values, they need to go back to Trinidad. Okay, this is America. Those are two different countries. So why would they do that? And they come over here. They say, Jamaicans, they eat their Jamaican food. The Haitians, they eat the Haitian food. The Trinidadians, they ate the Trinidadian food. They still practice their culture like they were still in their country, and they're not. You're an American now. This is what we're dealing with, here in the United States, and it's serious business. And this is why these illegal immigrants came over here, and they just, set up shop everywhere. They got food trucks. They use the welfare to buy their food, okay, and set up their food trucks and can sell them anywhere else. But if a Black American tried to set up anything, okay, matter of fact, it was a situation where a Black guy tried to sell him some rib dinners. Guess where his rib dinner? The police came up on him and threw his rib dinners on the street. Okay, told him he couldn't sell no rib dinners. So he said, well, y'all let these Mexicans sell their food. How come Black Americans can't sell their food? But
with the little Mexican truck, a little ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He said, oh, I can't, they can feed their families, but I can't feed my family. Okay. This is what we're dealing with. It's sad. It is sad. It is sad. And I'm tired of the nonsense, and people need to hear the truth, whether they want to hear it or not. This is the reality of our situation we are dealing with in the United States currently now.
Yes.
And Black Americans are the low ones on the totem pole. And I want to say something about Chicago and all these Black killings and stuff like that.
Yeah, bring it. Because I got some stuff on that topic too.
Okay, well, let's get this straight right now. Okay, Black Americans is not the only race. Okay, here in the United States, we got Blacks. Just because their skin is brown don't mean they Black Americans. We got Africans. We have Jamaicans. We have a whole lot of Black Muslims, lot of Blacks from a whole lot of countries. So how can you say it's Black on Black crime when you don't even know? Just because their skin color is Black don't mean they are Black American. They could be from another country killing all the Black Americans. Okay, while y'all talking about Black on Black crime, okay? There could be Jamaicans picking us off. We don't know who's picking us off. It could be Black Muslims picking us off. Y'all just seen the Black Muslim out there that just got off from training those kids to shoot up schools. Okay, so how do y'all know them as Black on Black Americans talking about Black on Black crime? Okay, y'all need to get it right. They need to get it right. Okay, because that pisses me off. Y'all don't know if them is Black Americans. All y'all see is the color brown, and y'all put everybody in the same dang category. Okay, and if that's the case, we need to put all whites in one category. A white from Europe, a white from Germany, a white from Bangladesh, they all white Americans. Then if y'all want to glap all Black Americans in one category, let's glap all white Americans in one category. Okay, and let's go and then we're gonna talk about the Mexicans. Okay, because a Mexican and a Guatemalan and El Salvadorian, they don't like to be called, El Salvadorian don't like to be called a Mexican, and Mexican don't like to be called an El Salvadorian. Okay, if y'all want to do that, let's glop everybody all in the same category. I'm tired of y'all always putting Blacks in the same category because their color of their skin is brown. Oh, that's a Black American. That's a Black American. Oh, that's Black on Black crime. That is not Black on Black crime. Okay, you don't know who these people are. We don't even know who these people are in this country. Okay, I'm sick of that. Oh, I'm sick of that.
I like the way you think. All these I love the way you think.
Do I look like I'm a Black Muslim? You a Black Muslim, Mo?
You
ain't no Black Muslim.
What? Black what?
A Black Muslim.
Like a Black Muslim?
Exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. Okay. Okay. We was raised, okay, as one nation under God, okay? We was in church 3 days a week and twice on Sundays, okay?
Yes.
But our mother and grandparents and, okay, our family, we was raised in the church, okay?
Yeah. Well,
and then another thing that I want to sit up here and I want to talk about too, they talk about Black Americans. Last I checked, okay, I don't know about where you're at, but I was raised in Ohio, and but predominantly my teachers, I didn't even have no Black. I think I had maybe 1 or 2 Black teachers, and that was in high school. All the rest of them was white.
Yeah.
Okay, they the one taught me my Black American history and my American history.
Thank
Okay,
you.
they're the ones
Thank
that
you.
taught me. Okay, and then y'all want to sit up here and downgrade and disrespect the Black people. They the one that taught us, okay, to know about our country and about our Black American history and when we went, our ancestors went through as slaves. Okay, they're the one that taught us to make sure we knew what, where we came from and what our ancestors did for us. Okay, and I want to sit up here and talk about Black Americans.
Yes. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Man, you dropping some gems on. You dropping some truth bomb on them. They ain't gonna this.
Yeah, they ain't gonna like it. And you know what? I really don't care because I'm done. I'm done with the games. I am done with the games here in America because if we don't stop with these games, we're not gonna have a country. Period.
Thank you. Thank
period.
you. Thank you. Thank
okay,
you.
because these foreign blacks, they want to take over the Black American race. Okay.
Yeah.
And the immigrants, they want to take over the entire Black American race. I said, oh, not on my watch. My dad was a Vietnam veteran, got cancer for this country. They lost their everlasting mind. Okay. No. You're not going to take away from me and mine. Okay. Because our family, you know, did a lot for this country. Okay. We are Americans, and I'm part Cherokee too. So I'm Native American and Black. So I'm supposed to be here, period. Okay.
So, this is your land.
Huh?
This is your land. This land is all. I remember that old song. This land is your land. This land is my land.
This land is my land. I remember that. Okay. We knew all them songs, okay? Yeah. Star Spangled Banner, okay, the national anthem, okay, the Pledge of Allegiance. We used to have to say it every morning before we even started class, okay? Come on now. And white Americans is the one who taught us this, okay? And about our Black heritage, okay? And about I want to talk about that, you know, that Candace Owens. I told you about that Candace Owens. First of all, that's a little girl, okay? These Americans are scared to talk to the real older adults like myself and mom. They want to get a little Black girl whose family isn't even from this country. Her family's from the Caribbean, so she don't know what we done went through in this country, her or her family. Okay, but they want to get somebody in there that they can control and manipulate. Okay, no, we are the older ones. We're here to speak the facts, which she don't know. Okay, they can't control me. That was one of the reasons probably why they didn't want me to run for office, because they couldn't control this, because I'm speaking facts and truth, because I know my country. I was taught to know my country, and it's time for us to come together, or we're not gonna have a period.
Yep. Come together. Come together. Look, it might be like Donald Trump. They didn't want Donald Trump in there because they were scared of the real person gonna be in the office. And we finally got a real person in the office, and they walking around with Trump derangement syndrome. Just imagine if you was in office, they would walk around with Kaila Truth derangement syndrome. If I was in office, they'd walk around with Maurice Delk derangement syndrome. I'm saying they don't like realness. They want people to
they don't
talk in circles.
Like
they do.
Facts. Yeah, they're scared. They're scared. They're intimidated by the real ones. So they find little young ones in their 20s, like little Candace Owens. That's a little 20-year-old. Okay, I got a 24-year-old and a 30-year-old. Please, I'm guiding them through their life. Are you serious? Okay, they don't know nothing. Okay, they still got Similac behind their ears. Okay, they still learning. They ain't even held a job long enough. I worked 30 years in the corporate world. Okay, and I work for the government. Okay, come on now. Them young kids don't know nothing. They can't tell us adults nothing. But these conservative whites sit up here and put that little 20-year-old up on a pedestal like she goddess of America. Are you serious? Come on now. And then they want to talk about Omarosa. Well, guess what? Omarosa, her family's from Haiti. Okay, and we're 95% of the country practices voodooism. So y'all don't want to put them up. Oh, she's a Haitian American. Oh yeah, okay. Keep thinking that. They're an American, but they still are Haitians, period. Okay? Y'all need to get y'all's facts straight, because y'all on the wrong side. Not us. Y'all on the wrong side. Okay? But y'all want to put her up there when she was okay, when she was on Apprentice and all this. Oh, she was this and that. But okay, now she's stabbing Trump in the neck. Now everybody got a problem with her. But y'all all loved her when she was on Apprentice, and then, you know, she started working with Trump at the beginning. Y'all all loved her. Y'all all put her up on a pedestal. Okay, She is not a Black American, okay? Her family is from Haiti. So y'all need to get y'all's information correct, okay? I can go, okay? And then they wonder why the country then went to a hell in a handbasket, okay? And I went to probably 2 naturalization ceremonies. And I wanted to see, you know, what it was about because I never went to a naturalization ceremony. And I went to the naturalization ceremony, and there was a Hispanic judge, of course, and some other, I think it was another white judge, but it was a Hispanic judge. And they basically told these people, America is a democracy. Okay. They didn't say a republic. They said a democracy. And then they showed a video of Obama, okay, talking about this is a democracy. Then when they got done, you know, getting their naturalization paperwork and going through the ceremony, they had a voter registration table right there up in the front. But everybody, all the audience guests had to leave out. Okay, they had to leave out. But the people that were getting naturalized could go up to the front, okay. And register to vote. And I got back in, okay. I swung my way back in. Yeah, I swung my way back in there up to the voting table, and I started asking questions, okay. And I was like, you know, I told him, you know, I told him something, and I physically saw a Hispanic ask another Hispanic across the table what to mark, Democrat or Republican. The other Hispanic across from him told him to mark Democrat. Okay, so they're working together. All of these people are working together.
Yes.
You know, to take down United States. And then I know for a fact the judicial system in the United States, that's a whole nother nightmare. Okay, because they have infiltrated our judicial system too. Our judicial system, you know, basically, I'm being told is run by the mob. It's run by the mob. Okay, they're all working together. They're paying one another, and it's all run by the mob. And I have a friend that has been fighting the case for 34 years in regards to our First Amendment rights here in the United States that they're trying to take away. They are trying to revise and take away our entire U.S. Constitution in our, you know, in the United States. They're taking, they're trying to, and then they're manipulating it and changing it to reflect what they want it to in our judicial system. So this is a big problem too, because our judicial system is flawed. And then too, let me go to, I said I know a lot of information. Yeah, I can go on and on.
Yeah, you do.
Let me go to the prison system. That's privately controlled, and guess who? By Germany and European Union. Okay, European Union. Yes. The more people they put in jail, the more money they make. Okay, and guess who they put in jail? The Black Americans. Okay, they letting these illegal immigrants off, but they keeping Black American men in there for little minor marijuana charges or, you know, small stuff like that. But they letting illegal immigrants go. So the whole judicial system is just horrifically flawed. Let me go to the as I said, I know a lot. Oh, and Germany is supplying the, you know, the people on death row. Germany's supplying the drugs to kill them. Okay, pharmaceutical industry. They dominate United States' entire pharmaceutical industry. Okay, and they're working with other international countries, not just Germany. They're working with Mexico. They're working with China. China owns land. China owns land in our colleges. There's a whole college out here. I think the college, matter of fact, I'm suing currently now USC because when I was running for office, a police officer had the nerve to come up to me, a Hispanic, and bow me twice like this and tell me to get off the stage. I said, first of all, I'm a woman and you didn't have to hit me like that. Okay, you done lost your everlasting mind. You don't come up to and bow me like that hard. And he was heavy set. And I'm, you know, I'm a little 5'3", you know, woman. Okay. So, and this university is predominantly Hispanic. I mean, Asian, okay? Asian, all Asian children. So they're taking over our colleges, their children, what's that gonna do to your American children? Oh, your American children ain't gonna have no jobs. They ain't gonna have no career, they ain't gonna have no future, they ain't gonna have nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Then I spoke with my nephew. My nephew went to Ohio State, and he was upset because he's paying student loans, and these children are coming from different countries and getting a free education. He watched a guy from India get a doctor's degree, went back to India, came back to the United States and got a good job. Didn't have to pay no student loans, but my nephew got to pay his student loans. That's another problem. They're letting these foreign children come over here and get a free education, but the American children and American people who go to college, we got to pay back student loans. No. It don't work like that. Everybody needs to stop paying their student loans right now. Stop paying your student loans until that system gets fixed, because they are putting the American people on the hook for paying back student loans when they allow these other children to come from other countries and get free education, or their parents are paying cash. They're paying cash. They're not reporting it. So this is the kind of situations that we're dealing with, in the United States, and enough is enough. This nonsense got to stop. Okay?
Yes.
It just has to stop.
ASAP.
I'm gonna stop and talk. Because I can go on.
No. My purpose is to have you talk all the time. I've been talking all day. This needs to get out. Look, let it out. This video, this is on Facebook. This is on YouTube. YouTube is hearing this, so hey, I'm just relaxed.
Oh, YouTube?
They need to hear this. Yeah, YouTube.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay, well, let me get on the federal government.
Bring it.
Let me get on them. Okay, because they responsible too. Okay, matter of fact, I just seen an article before I came on that I think it was the Social Security Administration just did an audit. 1.4 million illegal immigrants have fraudulent Social Security numbers, and they don't know who they're attached to. Okay, and the IRS says that they agree on some parts of it, but it's like more than that, maybe like 2.8 million. Okay, people from other countries that have stolen the American citizens' Social Security numbers. So they don't even know who's in our country, okay, because the Social Security numbers is coming up valid. So they don't know who got these Social Security numbers. They're using them to get jobs. They're using them to get cars. They're using them to buy houses, okay. They're using Social Security numbers that are from the American people. Okay, so when you go file your taxes, okay, you might be paying something that you don't even know about because a legal immigrant just stole your Social Security number and been working on it for the past 5-10 years. You don't even know. Okay, so there's no protection for the American people currently now. They don't even know who's in this country. Legal immigrants are using fake Social Security numbers, and the IRS is talking about, they're in a poverty-stricken mode because they don't have enough people to fight these problems. And I reported this Social Security problem back to the Obama administration back in 2014 when I found, because when I got sick, I was trying to get, a little bit, of Social Security to get on my feet. They didn't give me nothing. They denied me. I'm like, wait a minute. I had a stub back from 2008 where I had worked so much that I could at least get $1,000, of my money. This was 2014 I was asking for it. And they was like, no, you did not. I said, well, what happened to that $1,000 y'all told me I can get back from 2008? Where'd that money go? I said, that's my money.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, I said, that just disappeared. But what happened was, from Florida to California, all I seen in these offices was foreigners, Hispanics, Armenians, Chinese people taking our Social Security benefits. And then I investigated, and I seen where they gave neo-Nazis from Germany Social Security benefits. Then they gave people that couldn't even speak English, talking about they can't speak English so they can get Social Security. Okay.
Yes.
So this is where our Social Security money has went to, people from other countries. And everybody know that these people, and I've experienced this too, I've seen it, okay? People from these other countries, they send their money back to their families, okay? I seen a guy from Jamaica do it. I seen a Mexican do it. They sent this money.
You seen it?
Germany. I seen this money go back. I got to send my such and such my aunt some money home back to my country. They sending this money back to their country. So everything they get in the United States, they send it back to another country. And then everybody wonder why America is broke. Okay, because we have the federal government dating back to Obama, dating back to the Bush administration and Daddy Bush. Right. Let me tell you what Daddy Bush did. Daddy Bush implemented the EB-5 visa bill, where they can come over and invest into the United States, and then he would give them money to come over here to invest into the United States. So the Bush family sold out the entire United States is what they did, okay? So, and then here comes Bill Clinton. Okay, let's bring down the black race. Bill Clinton, okay, everybody putting Hillary up on a pedestal. Well, Hillary's husband, Bill, okay, he created the mass incarceration for the black Americans. Okay, while y'all sitting up there putting Hillary on pedestal. Okay, her husband was trying to take down the black race. Okay, y'all these black hypocrites that supporting Hillary. Okay, don't know. She probably would have something. You got one strike with her. Okay, that's gonna be mass incarceration for her. Okay, if she would have gotten office. Okay, as these black Americans put her on a pedestal. Okay, her husband took down the black man, okay? And then and then they put her up on a pedestal. What about that black baby? Okay. Bill is trying to hide. Okay. So, we got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, with these, these politicians and the brainwashing of the American people, stuff getting stolen from us. The federal government is allowing it to happen. These agencies. When I was
I lost Kaila. We lost Kaila. Got zucked. I'm gonna bring Kaila right up back on here. She's froze right here. Try this again. But that's what they do. They don't like truth. They don't like it, but they won't stop us. But she's a truthful lady, because Kaila is out there on the forefront. She's out there in Los Angeles, spitting it, stand on dangerous ground, stand up for our country, stand up for our people, standing up for the homeless, standing up, But the government don't like truth. I'm telling you, the government is so corrupt. So much corruption. I'm just saying, they don't like the truth. Zuck hate the truth. So we actually over our limit on the video. So we will continue to be connected. We will continue to be connected, and we're going to keep on fighting because we right here. We right here. We're going to keep on fighting. And I thank you, Kaila Truth, to keep on fighting. So it's all good. The connection has failed, but that's all right. It was enough. It'll be more to say, okay? Hey, much love to y'all. All right, y'all take care. Let's stand up for our country, okay? Let's stand up for our people. Let's stand up. Stand up for the truth. And once we stand up for the truth, we will win. We won, okay? Much love, y'all. Deuces.